Sweet dreams are made up. Now I've come back again.
Louise, welcome to the show. We're going to start at the beginning, and you can tell us a little bit about yourself. Who are you?
Hi. Oh, wow, that's a question. I am a widowed mum of 4 children. I own several businesses, so I'm an entrepreneur. I've lived in Morden for 15 years and generally a very busy person.
You forgot the DJ bit.
And a DJ, yes.
So, we'll sort of touch on bits and pieces over the course of our conversation. But you used to DJ with your husband, Phil. DJ Magnet, is that right?
Yes.
Tell us a bit about that and the sort of music that you played.
Oh, yeah. So we had a company called the Magnet Entertainment. My husband was very much an underground, so he did old school, hardcore drum and bass. When we formed our business, I was the very cheesy birthday and wedding DJ. And he used to do all the other things that people wanted, like the garage and that kind of thing.
So he would do the really cool stuff that nobody paid well for, and you would do the stuff that paid the bills.
Yes.
So what was it like working as a DJ duo? Did you work together a lot?
Yes, all the time, every weekend. We got on really well together. We had a very unusual relationship where we worked during the day together, we DJ'd at weekends, we went fishing together on our time off, or down the pub, or out with the lads.
Any standout gigs or memories that really stay with you from that time?
Oh, gosh. There's a few. So a wedding that we did a few years ago in Twickenham was crazy. I mean, we were watching some of the guests after they'd had a few drinks trying to dance around poles of the tents in the back garden and that kind of thing. So that was quite an experience, while our dog was at home having puppies. So we're there trying to DJ and check in with the dogs. Jerk Jam, we went to a couple of Jerk Jam festivals, which were amazing, getting to meet people like Aswad and my husband's favourites, Rat Pack and all that kind of thing. So
now, yeah. Aswad, one of them lives in Streatham. And I know this because my sister used to babysit for him.
Oh, wow.
Because his house was opposite where my mum's office was.
Oh, brilliant.
I don't know if it's still there. Useless fact. Now, your first song, Robin S.
Yes.
Why this song?
It's just always been a favourite. My husband used to play it sometimes when we were gigging. Most of the songs there are our private little ones to each other when we're out doing gigs. So that's why I picked him.
Robin S., Show Me Love.
I've had more than my share.
we're going to touch on something that might be a little bit difficult because you lost Phil quite early, didn't you?
I did.
That must have been unimaginably difficult. Would you be comfortable sharing a little bit about that chapter?
I'll do my best.
How did you tell us the story, sort of what happened with Phil?
Oh, so he had his first heart attack at 38, 11 years ago. It was more a hereditary thing. So his dad passed away from his first. His mum had 3. And he was fine after that one. In 2019, he had his second heart attack on my birthday and his third one 3 or 4 days later. And I remember seeing him at the hospital saying, "You'll literally get out of doing you will literally get out of doing anything for my birthday." And then he had his 4th one in 2023. He ended up having a defib fitted. He was diagnosed in February last year with stage 1 heart failure. Unfortunately, he got sepsis, which pushed him along by April into stage 4 heart failure. And he sadly passed away 3 weeks later at home. But he had other health conditions as well, chronic cluster headaches, COPD. So he wasn't a very well person in the end.
How did you find the strength to keep going? Because you've got how many children?
4.
And how old are your children now?
16, 15, 10 and 8.
So it must have been really difficult as a family to not only see him ill, but then to lose him at such a young age.
Yeah, so it was incredibly hard for myself, obviously seeing him a lot going into the back of ambulances, even harder for the children. When he had his someone run him over a few years ago and left him in the road, and he managed to get up and come home, and watching him then go in the ambulance was quite difficult, especially when they said what they suspected, and then to get a call a few hours later to say that he was in a coma and they weren't expecting him to get out of it, was really, really difficult for the kids, especially our autistic daughter. But yeah, it's one of those. The younger two, it was kind of all they knew because he was ill, and the older two, it was difficult watching him sort of waste away, really. But yeah.
What role do you think music played in kind of helping you get through that period?
Music is therapy. You get a lot of emotions from it. It means something different to everybody. But being able to go and fill his slot at radio was become a bit of a lifeline. It was something that brought me closer to him, although he wasn't there. Yeah.
Your next song, CeCe Peniston, Finally.
Yes.
Favourite of yours?
Yes, probably from well before I met Phil. When I was in the army, we used to go out dancing and clubbing at the weekends, and this was one my friend Nikki and I always requested.
So, out of tragedy, you've built what's looking to be a vastly growing, successful empire.
Yes.
All trees start as acorns, but you've got a massive kind of business kind of growing with lots of different tendrils. Done and dusted.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about what inspired you to get this business off the ground and where your business feelers go.
Oh, yeah. So Done and Dusted started out originally as Lou's Little Laundry Co. I started doing laundry for my mother-in-law and some of her friends in the sheltered accommodation. It quickly grew into a cleaning business, which I did about 17 years I've been in business. And it was always worked around Phil and the children. And since he passed, it's been growing quite rapidly. So we now do commercial and industrial cleaning, tenancies. We're doing sort of high-end tenancy cleaning now as well around London, which is amazing for us because we get to go in, do a clean. They get interior designers in to dress the home and take photos and get them ready to sell or let, and then we go back in after and give it another little dust ready for the new occupants. We've also become trained to do biohazard cleaning, which is things like road traffic accidents, hoards, needle sweeps and stuff like that. And my daughter and I have set up Dulley Family Biohazard for that. Also qualified to become a pest controller, which is another business. And I'm in the process of launching Reset and Rise, which is for people that have faced loss, grief, they feel a bit stuck in work, maybe with mental health problems. So it's becoming, as you say, quite an empire.
And when do you sleep?
About 2 or 3 hours a night.
But I wanted to touch on the biohazard because that includes crime scene cleaning, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
That must involve some quite horrific...
Yes, some of it can be quite sad, especially when it comes to trauma cleans, people that don't see any other way out than to take their own lives, and that does make it quite sad. Also things if people have been murdered, that again is quite sad. You come across things where children have died and stuff, so you have to kind of learn to sort of departmentalise it. Just go in, do what you're doing, make sure it's safe, and then get out. Try and not too much to think of what's happened there, otherwise it consumes you.
And there must be some very specialist equipment you have to use, and you really kind of really understand what you're doing and how you're doing it in order to do that sort of clean. Yeah,
it's a very slow process. Not to go into too much detail, you have to go in, you sort of disinfect, you remove a layer, disinfect again, remove another layer. It's quite hard mentally to do. You have to make sure you take regular breaks, and obviously working in like hazmat suits and masks and stuff, you can get quite tired quite quickly. So yeah, it's quite a full-on job, but very rewarding.
And the hoarding as well, because I used to know someone whose mum was a hoarder.
Yeah.
And that's quite a difficult process, particularly if the person who hoarding is still going to live there.
Yes.
Because you have to kind of work really closely with them without being too disrespectful to what they got, but you've got to be quite firm as well, haven't you?
Yes, so it's now recognised as a mental health, and we're trying to work closely with discharge teams, local councils, landlords to get these people the help they need in making their homes more habitable. I can't talk today. But yeah, it's a very slow process. In Morden, there is roughly over 10,000 people that live in hoarded homes. And it could be anything from where they just buy lots of things and it's all stored, or it could be that they've cut themselves off from their kitchens and bathrooms. And then you find they start doing their business into bottles and boxes and stuff like that. And it's a very hard thing for people to realise that they need help in doing this. So it's a massive, massive thing if they come to us themselves to get help. And councils are starting to realise as well that you can't just go in there over 3 or 4 days, rip everything out. It has to be a very slow process.
Because they do have to kind of look at because one thing I remember reading about it is that you can almost pinpoint the exact day the hoarding starts by kind of working your way back through it.
Yeah.
And I think that's the thing that people have always ignored, is that they would just send in 10 people who'd throw everything into a skip but not actually deal with the reason why the hoarding started. And that's the key, isn't it?
Yes, the majority of people, it comes from trauma. So maybe they've lost their partner, a child, it could even be a pet or a really close friend. Some people, it can start from childhood trauma. So they may have had not a particularly great family life and something there triggered it. So it is, you kind of have to find out what's caused it and try and work with them, basically to help them. But yeah. It's
quite a shift, isn't it? From DJing to commercial cleaning.
Yeah, my husband used to say it was like a superpower. I cleaned by day and DJ'd by night.
What do you think makes your business different from your kind of bog standard cleaning services out there?
I think probably my own life experiences. So obviously being a carer for 10 years for my husband, going through all of that, the children, I think I'm a lot more empathetic than most other companies. That's not to say there aren't others out there that have had similar experiences, but I feel like I can connect with people better and I understand what they're going through. Obviously everybody's life is completely different, but yeah, I feel myself personally I can connect with people a lot better.
Blue Monday.
Yes.
What is it about this song that you love?
Do you know, I think it's just one of those really classic tunes, and most TV programmes or films you'll find it in there somewhere, and it's very catchy and it always goes down well in a pub.
Now, we talked about some of the pretty intense stuff that your business does, you know, biohazard, pest control, and it's quite challenging. So how do you and your team kind of prepare yourself mentally and physically for these massive tasks?
Oh, wow, that's a question. I think we have quite a nice work ethic. We always check in, make sure everyone's okay. The staff generally tend to get on really well with each other inside and outside of work. And it's just keeping boundaries. So obviously we lay down, you know, because people are vulnerable that we work with, we have to make sure that we stay within guidelines so people don't overstep the mark. And it's just, we've got a pretty good employee assistance program, so we've got numbers that they can call if they need to talk to anyone. But yeah, it's just making sure that they're okay. Some people don't like some jobs, that's fine, we don't put them on those. You know, I mean, some people find it harder to walk into somewhere where someone's passed away. So they'd rather go and do mould remediation or nicotine removal than the other jobs. But yeah, it's just making sure that they're okay afterwards and constantly during as well.
Now, you touched on your daughter's 16, isn't she?
Yes.
And she's very active in the business, isn't she?
She is.
So what's her role within the business?
She's currently a manager within Dun & Dusted and Dulley Family Biohazard Services, but she also comes out and does a lot of the biohazard cleaning with me as well. So she left military college to join me. She was like, I kind of like what you're doing. I'd really like to work with you. And it sort of come from there. And she's massive on mental health and hoarding as well. She's doing training and everything at the moment to become qualified with hoarding and mental health awareness. She's really good. She's got so many ideas. She wants to go in to talk in local schools as well and just educate students on the signs of what can happen, and hopefully try and identify those that live in homes with parents that hoard, and just offer a bit of support.
You must be so proud. 16 years old and she's already almost got a life mapped out.
She has, yeah. She's impressive. She's for a 16-year-old, it's pretty unusual. She works really hard. So yeah, very proud of her.
She went to military college. Now you were in the army as well, weren't you?
I was.
How long were you in the army for?
Just over 3 years. I was a driver in the Royal Logistics. I unfortunately got a medical discharge, so yeah, it kind of ended my career.
So was that your daughter's first intention, is to follow mum into the armed services?
Yes, she wanted to go in and work with the dogs, and then she went away with cadets, and they were like, yeah, the future is machines. So then she was like, maybe I'll go in the Royal Electrical Mechanical Engineers. She wasn't quite sure. She went to college. She was like, actually, this really isn't me. I just decided to work with me instead.
It's not a bad shout. Next, we've got Depeche Mode.
Yeah.
I love Depeche Mode.
I do. It's one of those, my neighbours got to listen to good music when I was a teenager.
When I'm with you, baby, are you out of my head? And I just can't get enough. And I just can't get enough. All free. And I just can't get enough. And I just can't get enough. You're like an angel and you give me your love. And I just can't seem to get enough.
Reset and Rise. Now, I got a recent invite onto social media to Reset and Rise. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I have several work coaches. One of them that I work with, I was planning on doing something cleaning related because everything else was around that. And Faye turned around to me and said, no, she says, I think you'd be much better doing something where you can use your life experiences and knowledge to help other people. She's like, I know you love helping other people. I see what you do and how you interact with people online and where we've had in-person days. She's like, I think you should go in that direction. And I was like, oh, okay. So I put a bit of thought into it and found some nice Nordic runes. And I was like, that would look nice as part of a logo. And it's kind of gone from there. So it's quite new, but we've got quite a few people in the group already. I'm getting inundated with messages from people saying, it's amazing what you're doing. I'm really enjoying seeing your posts. No one's quite had the courage to speak up in the group yet, but that's fine. They'll get there eventually in their own time.
Because there's been a lot of focus lately on mental health because it's something that's been kind of ignored for a long time. Is that it's all very, and particularly with men as well. I mean, men are very much like brush it under the carpet, but I think in general, it's sort of come to the community really to tackle mental health.
Yes.
And this is a way for people to, if they've got trauma and you don't want to go and speak to somebody. Sometimes you can't speak to your family, you can't speak to your friends, but this is a place where everybody can come and if they want to talk about what's going on, there's people there that understand.
Yeah, and they're not going to be judged. And again, I'm not medically trained, I'm not a therapist or anything like that. So hopefully people will feel a little bit safer unloading, even if it's just a shoulder to cry on while they rant. Hopefully they'll think, I know where I'm going to go for that.
And it's completely non-judgmental and it's not about pointing you in the right direction. It's saying, like, if you need help, you can go here.
Yes.
But this is a place where you can just shout your head off.
Yeah, basically.
And everyone here understands.
Yes.
Teamwork. Now, obviously, you're very community-based.
Yeah.
But teamwork must be incredibly important in your line of work.
Yes. Yeah. If you've got one that doesn't quite fit in, it's almost like a house of cards. It comes tumbling down very quickly, and it has done a few times over the last 12 months with team members. It's all part and parcel of business, and it's just going back out there, dusting yourself off and trying to find the right person to fit in.
Any particular jobs or community projects that you've worked on that kind of stand out or mean a lot to you personally?
Oh, wow. I'm in Carshort and Little League. They're only just down the road. I think what they do...
I know both Richards very well.
Yeah, I think what they do is amazing. Most Little Leagues charge a few £100 for the season. Both Richards are very reasonable, and they give a lot of children the opportunity to go and play football and be part of a team that ordinarily wouldn't happen because their parents weren't financially able to do that.
Yeah.
And also, I'm quite proud the Gladiator team there in Bantams, my business sponsors. So they've got a lovely, nice little kit with the logo on, and all the teams there have a local business that supports that particular team. So that I'm very proud of. We are obviously with Reset and Rise. It's being set up as a non-profit organisation, so I am looking for places that I can work with to help raise funds and get people things that they need, or things like Carshort and Little League. They need to get toilets and that built, so I'd like at some point in the near future to help them raise that money that they need for that. But yeah, it's...
Well, this is the call, actually, Richards. If you want to get the community involved, come on my show. It's not that you haven't been invited already. Shaka Khan, Ain't Nobody.
Yeah, it's a great little number to get people up on the dance floor. It always goes down really well at whatever event we've DJ'd over the years.
It's a great song.
It is.
So what's next? You've got Done and Dusted and you've got all these little branches going out. Any big plans or goals on the horizon?
Oh, yeah, world domination.
Have you got the white cat and the swivel chair?
No, not yet. I've got lots of little dogs. I've actually got 7 dogs. So, yeah.
So hang on, 7 dogs,
yes,
4 children.
4 children.
All under the age of 16.
Yes.
And several businesses.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised you get 4 hours of that, let alone any others.
Yeah, and the main goal is pretty much to be everywhere, all over the world, helping as many people as I can, whether it's keeping their their offices clean, their home clean, helping them with their hoarded home, anything really, especially Reset and Rise. I think that could be amazing in a lot of countries. So, yeah, I want to travel, and hopefully I can have a nice little HQ wherever I go.
That'd be fantastic, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
London, Paris, New York.
Yeah.
Castletown.
Yeah.
Now, if you could give one piece of advice to someone starting over after a loss or looking to launch a business from scratch, what would it be?
Take it one step at a time, in your own time. You don't have to race to be at the top, and it doesn't matter if something knocks you back. As long as you get back up and dust yourself off, that's all that matters.
I've got to say, Louise, you're an incredible inspiration.
Thank you.
Because you've come through something so traumatic at such an early age that most people will crumble, but you've kind of turned that on its head and turned it into inspiration.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, I did crumble for the first 3 months. I wasn't much use to anyone, let alone my children. And then seeing how it was affecting them and the promise I made my husband while he was here in his hospital bed, I was like, I need to do something about it because this isn't helping anyone. So if I can do it, anyone can.
Absolutely inspirational. Thank you for joining us. Your final song, Forces of Nature.
Yes.
What's special about this song?
It was our first dance at our wedding.
Sweet dreams are made of. Now I've come back again.